was standing talking to one of my room attendants, then I saw this guest walking around. So the 10 feet, 5 feet rule, which we learned, I applied it. So before she reached up to me, I said to her, "Hi, good evening, how are you doing?" And she said, "I'm fine." I said, "Ma'am, can I give you a compliment?" And she said, "Oh, sure." And I said, "Ma'am, you're looking gorgeous." Her hands were behind her, but immediately her hands came from behind her and was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you." So right there and then we began a rapport. We started talking and whatever. And before she left, she said to me, "Doreen, I need to hear more of this." I was so shocked knowing that the training really works. It really works, Mr. Fullerton, it works.
The M3 sales training has been truly inspirational and educational for me. To see my team be so inspired is the greatest motivation. Like, there's nothing like it. And to see them actually using the system, benefits and features, and putting them together, it's unbelievable. And I am very impressed with the way you delivered your training. For me, it was all about the gold card, because I have so many dreams, so many goals, and most people think that I'm not shy, but I am. And now it has inspired me to keep it right here so I can move toward that next level. And I'm just deeply touched. I loved it.
Because of the first module that we did with you, you were so confident, and from the confidence from you, you put it in me, and I didn't want to work in the back room Miss Chin anymore. I wanted to work with the guests and interact with them and put more money in Hip City Bank.
I'm always an enthusiastic salesperson, but with the 3Ms and all those systems that you introduce, it makes me even more enthusiastic about what I do. And as Shannon said, I don't interested in just getting the retail out. I'm also interested in getting back the client to come in so they can do more retail. And I've been doing that more than I used to do it. And especially yesterday, I sold 200 and odd products to a lady. I recommended her to come back. She came back, and then she bought another one plus something. So I am putting some money in my Hip City Bank.
Excellent.
Your program have helped me to gain more confidence in retailing to the guest more easier. I didn't have to put any strain on it or use a fake smile or anything. It just comes naturally, and I've sold maybe over $700 and something worth of product within 2 weeks.
Fantastic. Is that more than what you typically sell?
More than what I've normally sold.
So the initial thing that I really put into practice right away is trying to be more, not trying to be, but I'm more enthusiastic when I deal with guests. So as soon as they hit the door, I'm like all over them, and they love it. They love it, and that just sets the tone for the whole experience, the Photoshop experience. And not only that, like, once I started getting into it, it came more natural for me, and it didn't feel like I was like trying. It was just something natural for me to do. And even outside of work, that like that whole enthusiastic feeling just carries on to my home, outside, in my interaction with people outside. So it's just contagious, and it makes coming to work more fun. So I'm more excited to come to work now, because I never know who I'm gonna meet, who I'm gonna deal with. So it's exciting. As a supervisor, it's helped me tremendously, because I realized that my attitude, the store reps and the photographers, they kind of piggyback on that. So if I come to work and I'm in a great mood and they see how I interact with guests, then they're more likely to follow that and do it as well. So the whole atmosphere and environment in the shop is totally different now, because I realize that I can set the tone for the store reps and the guests and everyone else for that day.
How does that make you feel?
Amazing. It's amazing. It's a great feeling.
You know, do you see that it actually can be transferred from you to other people.
Yes. Of course.
And the level of confidence, where do you think you're like many of you, if not all of you, were already confident about what you're doing. But
I was a bit worried yesterday. You're getting paid to train us. And now I don't need you anymore after this. So I was worried about your job. Because if I can teach the next person who's gonna be hiring tomorrow, we don't need Jeffrey anymore. I think you give us too much. I think you should give us a little bit so they say, oh, we need you again, they're not doing so well. And you give us everything in 1 week and now you don't have a job. I don't understand. No, it's true. This guy teach me how I could do a lot more than what I'm doing now. Some that's not gonna want you back. You already have experience that the percentage of you visiting other places and the capitalizing of even the little girl at the dive shop. So, and if she started to use the same book you provided to teach other people, Jeffrey's fired.
How long have you been working in the company?
10 years.
10 years in the company. During those 10 years, you ever have such amazing training?
No. Alright, some of the points I already heard, but they're not explained in fun way to where I could really use it. They just come and say, okay, probe the guest features and fab. And I don't know what fab we used to wash in Jamaica. Features I consider the future. But I mean, Jeffrey help us to see that. No, it means break it down, the detail of the product, explain to the guests what this could do for their future. You know what I mean? So I understand. I mean, it's right in here.
Bring us inside.
Inside. Now it's in my head. I didn't even make any note. I was paying more than my usual attention. I wasn't even making any notes.
Please.
Because you explain it where it's fun. So it's a memory.
Yes.
You memorize it daily and daily and daily and daily. So thanks very much again.
Brilliant, man.
I was standing talking to one of my room attendants, then I saw this guest walking around. So the 10 feet, 5 feet rule, which we learned, I applied it. So before she reached up to me, I said to her, hi, good evening, how are you doing? And she said, I'm fine. I said, ma'am, can I give you a compliment? And she said, oh, sure. And I said, ma'am, you're looking gorgeous. Her hands were behind her, but immediately her hands came from behind her and was like, oh my God, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you. So right there and then we began a rapport. We started talking and whatever. And before she left, she said to me, Doreen, I need to hear more of this. I was so shocked knowing that the training really works. It really works, Mr. Fullerton, it works.
As a supervisor, there were 3 major things that the M3 sales training did for me, and I think that all other supervisors might come to realize. The first one was that I realized that as a supervisor, I could set the pace for the shop. So once I came in, I was more enthusiastic, the way I interact with my fellow team members and the guests. Other team members could pick up on that and follow suit. The second thing was it made our operation more efficient. So instead of me being back of the house doing admin work, I could spend more time out front, helping the team members, assisting the guests, so that was awesome as well. And the last thing I think is that it helped with the interaction with not only in the shop, but I could also use that information from the training to interact with guests outside of the shop on property and also outside of the property in public and in my private life. So thank you.
Mr. Joffrey training have so much impact to me as a spa attendant. I'm a shy person approaching the guests. Always when it comes to sales, I'm not a I'm not a person that gonna push the sale. But yesterday I used the sense of humor, a kind of different. When couples walk in, I have a conversation to them that when they gonna get their massage, and the couple said they're not a person like a massage, but the woman is particularly looking for a conditioner, and I gave the conditioner to her, but she's like a kinda interested to the mist. It's a spiritual mist, so I said the benefit of the mist. Then she said, I'm a stress person, so I said you can spray that to your room, wherever you're in. So she said her husband giving her stress. So I said, ma'am, you can spray that to your husband. So she really literally sprayed the mist to her husband. Then they walk with conditioner, the mist, and the oil. So I said, from that I feel comfortable talking to the guests because of this training.
Good afternoon, my name is Alex. One thing that really helps me about the M3 training is that the point that you suggest that you're gonna have to get 4 no's before you get 1 yes. And it does work for me because sometimes I go in the pool or on the beach to ask to get them for pictures, I get a lot of no's. And I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna expect 2 or 3 more before I get a yes. And it does work for me, you know? That really helps me a lot, and I appreciate it.
Excellent. Right on. We have a slight interruption in our shift lineup because we just had someone walk by with the M3 swagger. So. And tell me, Marilyn, what has happened?
What had happened, I just done a hairstyle that even touched the body, 1 Luma Firm and a moisturizer. And the previous one, a silky body scrub. Beat that!
The M3 sales training has been truly inspirational and educational for me. To see my team be so inspired is the greatest motivation. Like, there's nothing like it. And to see them actually using the system, benefits and features, and putting them together, it's unbelievable. And I am very impressed with the way you delivered your training. For me, it was all about the goal card, because I have so many dreams, so many goals, and most people think that I'm not shy, but I am. And now it has inspired me to keep it right here so I can move toward that next level. And I'm just deeply touched. I loved it.
It really works, Mr. Fullerton, it works. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
As a manager, how do you feel that our time together is going to help you?
Because it's built me confident that I can able to deliver to my team what is being required. So that is really gives a good tool for me out, because my mind and thought has been focused on different areas. Now it's been very clear that I have a goal set for my team, and that will help us out putting as a team together and bringing some kind of incentives to the team as well. Not only the money plays a factor, but also incentives helps as a recognition for them, and also for their continuous growth and people focusing on. So that will really help us a lot in this training.
I want to say thank you, because for the first time you made me more aware of the concept of turning yourself from good to great, because I've always been the top producer in my department. Now, because of your M3 system, you've given me a lot of competition. The ladies are now at my back. They're saying, oh, Claudette, you better watch out, because now they're so educated and empowered to do good. And for me personally, I normally set my goal higher than the goal that the department gives me, that allows me to do great. But with your system, I even have a higher goal now, so I know I'm going to do better. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hi, my name is Alicia. Your training has helped me a lot. Yesterday I sold 3 products. I have never done that in my life. Thank God the sun is hot, because most of those products is for the sun.
Hi, I'm Marita from the Red Lane Spa. 1 year and 3 months in this property, I've never done this. doing the first module, the first module, I have 5 yes, 5 no's, and I got a yes. But after the second module, it was straight in a row every day. I have a retail. I have my mindset and I have the moves. Before, I only have the mindset, but I don't do the moves. So for me, it's a big win.
Yes.
It really works, Mr. Fullerton, it works.
No, I know we're not allowed to give tips because of the company policy. However, I must say, Mr. Jaffrey, you inspired me a lot yesterday. And it was a lot of reminder that you brought forward in more detail, which could help me in my personal life and also to capitalize on my revenue and my income. I'm sure right now I'm doing good, but I could tell you this right now, I'm gonna do excellent the day after tomorrow. Thank you very much. You're a good person of inspiration. I think it's a personal thing which no one ever actually helped me to develop that quality, to get that brave to say, look, it's 3 grand, take it, sold. I always say, oh, it's 3 grand, but I'm gonna call my manager to see if I could get a discount for you because he's, you know what I mean? So personally, right now I think I could just say, you know what, 3 grand sold, thank you very much. Charge it to the room on the credit card. Yeah, it's business, and look in my eyes and smile.
It really works, Mr. Fullerton, it works.
The entire program has been excellent, number one. With what is being taught, I think the team will grow from it and it will produce what I need it to produce, which is more money. And which is more money and Hip City Bank and production and everything.
I have enjoyed the whole course, totally enjoyed it. I know my product, now I feel more confident to go out there and sell what I know. I enjoyed it, thank you.
I enjoyed a lot. I learned most of all that, most of the times it's the system that is that causes the failure, and if we guide the people right, then the system won't fail, and how to use the 777, to guide the staff into getting increased revenue.
Fantastic.
777 all day, every day.
All right. Name of the game, right?
Presentation, informing our clients, letting them know what we have.
Sweet mouth.
Influence.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet mouth.
Because of you, the 7-step rule, the benefits and everything of my property, my sales has gone up. And by setting my goal, you make me to write down my goal. Like by setting my goals, I was able to. I always wanted to get a car, but I never had that further step into finally doing it. And because of your first class, it motivated me to just go there and just purchase the car because I put down the benefits of what it will do for me and my family. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. So I'm driving a brand new car, and on top of that, I've pushed up my second goal all the way to the top. So now I'm currently working on that, all because of your class. It just amazed me that in 1 week time that my second goal already moved up to my first goal, and my first goal is already accomplished in the space of 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks quite yet. So a lot of people don't know. I've told some people, like, you're the reason, you're honestly the reason. You hear my voice, I'm trembling, because it's sincere. It's very sincere, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Bottom of my heart.